Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your January love reading. I've already gone ahead and pulled the cards, but I haven't looked at them. So we'll turn them over and see what energies you have in the area of love this month. So the first energy is memories of love. To me, this is kind of like looking back at perhaps a past love or even a love that you're in right now and just having, fond memories of it. Oh, well, we have two cards here. Okay, so we have heartache and loss and firm foundation. So, with this card here, I am kind of thinking that you might be thinking of love from the past, and perhaps there's you have a separation now from this person, or you're going through a conflict at this time. And, one of the things that's coming out is that perhaps your relationship doesn't have a firm foundation, that maybe that is something that needs to be worked on, you know, within the relationship. And then recognition and reward. This is kind of like, the success card. So if you're in separation, this would kind of look towards, maybe a reconciliation or at least maybe an apology, especially with the recognition. And then if you are in union, whatever this conflict is, being successful in overcoming it. So let's look at your past energies and see what we have there. Not for you. Okay, so this is really speaking to the fact that you did have a relationship in the past that really wasn't for you. And sometimes, we have to come into recognizing that, that person was on our path so that we could learn some type of a lesson. And coming to that realization that that person really wasn't for you, that doesn't mean that there still isn't heartache because of it. But it does mean that there is something better out there for you. And that's what you sometimes have to keep in mind, is that, the universe is looking after you. And so if a relationship ended for some reason, it's because there's something better in the future for you. With the tarot, you also have the Eight of Air. Okay, so that's like the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Okay, this is definitely a message that, I can see that this relationship caused you quite a bit of pain, but there was betrayal. There was, secrets kept, betrayal that you may have found out about. But this is the secrets card, just like hiding things, like not being open with love or communication. And that could be this is definitely the other person. This is not your energy, but you may have just never even understood why this relationship had to end. And this card right here is kind of signifying from the universe that they do have something better for you in mind, that that relationship wasn't for you. There was a lesson. We always learn some type of a lesson from a relationship, but that relationship was not for you for the long term. So in your present energy, you have imperfect harmony. That means that somebody is coming in on your path that is in perfect harmony with you, or you may have recently met this person. And with the 11 card here, that definitely is signifying that this is a soulmate, or, even a twin flame type of connection. With the tarot, you have Call, which is the Judgment card, and the Four Swords. And the Four Swords is healing. This, to me is really signifying that this is like a gift from the universe, right? They're letting you know, we knew that this past relationship was not for you. There was, a lot of hurt and pain and betrayal in that relationship, but that there is something new and healing coming in for you. And it may not be here quite yet. It may not be. But they're just letting you know that there is something coming in, because they are rewarding you for the healing that you've done with this past relationship. So the obstacle that you have at the moment is, you're not starting a new beginning. You're having a hard time. But you have the King of Earth, which is the grounded energy, and the World, which means, kind of like taking a bigger picture look at what occurred in your previous relationship. This King of Pentacles could be even the energy of the person from the past that, you're kind of, you're not willing to move into a new energy, that you're kind of like going back and just kind of like rehashing what happened and trying to figure it out. And I think the universe is kind of telling you that, it didn't happen and you may not know right now, but you will know in the future. Or that maybe sometimes we just never even learn why the relationship ended. But it ended because it definitely was not for you. This was not the right person for you. And with the World card here, the World card can mean, long distance. It was, maybe a long distance relationship, or there was a distance between you emotionally. They may not have been, very connected in the relationship. Maybe, the King of Pentacles can be somebody that's very business oriented, but maybe not very loving. And with the World card, I also get the idea that you need to take a bigger look at the relationship, like step back from it, because you do have a new beginning coming in, and you're kind of not allowing it to come in because you're stuck at trying to, dissect what happened in the past. Very interesting. That's always so hard. We have to let go of something in order for something new to come in. And I think that's kind of what they're saying. Okay, so this is the advice from a spirit. This is the creativity oracle. And I think it's interesting because this is in your advice position. And it's, look at that. What a loving couple, right? I mean, they're even dressed in the same colors. Somebody that kind of speaks to this twin flame energy, right? Somebody that is truly on your path. And look at, they're on a path. And with the butterfly there, it's like a card of transformation. Like you're going to transform into this new energy, a new love that is really meant for you. Unlike the one from the past. Partnership. Once you have decided to walk your path in partnership, you must put the relationship first. Okay, that's kind of interesting energy there. Kind of interesting advice because, I think this person in the past may not have put all of their energy into your relationship. They definitely had some secrets or baggage. It could have been, maybe they were married, or it was a third, some other type of third party situation. Or, they just were not giving their all. They were holding back on their emotions and not truly giving to you, which caused a lot of heartache, right? Heartache and loss, because you were just, definitely looking for that type of energy. And I have a feeling that you're a very loving person and you were giving to the relationship, but you weren't receiving it. And with this firm foundation, I think that is what the advice here is that, once you decide to give to your partnership, to decide to walk on this path, that to make sure that you're also in a position to give to the partnership. And sometimes when we've had betrayal in the past, we have hurt, we kind of sometimes close our hearts off and have a hard time trusting. And I think what they're saying here is that when this new person comes in, or perhaps they've recently come in, that you want to make sure that you go into the relationship with good intentions, right? I mean, giving your all. And it says, put the relationship first. That goes both ways, though. That's not just for you to put the relationship first, it's for the person that you're also, in the partnership with. They must also do the same thing. There has to be that equal give and take, or the relationship will not have a firm foundation. Okay, so let's look at the tarot here. Fortune's wheel. So things are changing. Oh, and the lovers in reverse. Okay, so the lovers in reverse, the lovers card is, giving all of your love to yourself, loving yourself and loving others. And sometimes it's also a choice, right? Making a choice to move on to a new love or something like that. And I do feel, especially, with that Eight of Swords there, you're kind of in a little bit of a stuck energy. And I think what they're saying here is that it's time for you to turn the wheel, right? It's time for you to make this decision to step into love and turn this around, right? Like the fortune's wheel, you're turning the wheel and you're going to give your all to this relationship or to a future relationship. And once again, look at, like, she has, the butterfly wings on her. And remember, we had, the butterfly. Where was the butterfly? We had the butterfly. Oh, on the back of this. There it is. There's the butterfly there. I really think that what you're doing is you're transforming yourself. And that starts with loving yourself and realizing that whatever betrayal happened in this past, whatever energy this was, you deserve so much more. You are so worthy of love. You are perfect just the way you are. You do not have to change. And recognizing that turning the wheel and recognizing that you do deserve the love, from a person that you're giving love to, that, it has to be this equal give and take, and that you obviously were not recognized for the loving soul that you are. And so I think that that's what's coming in the future. So by going ahead, loving yourself, working on yourself, making sure that you're, healed to move into a new relationship, to turn that wheel, what will come in? Door to personal healing and happiness. Wow. Okay, so it really is speaking to the fact that it's time to turn the wheel. It's time to say, you know what, maybe I don't know everything about why this relationship ended. You probably know some, right? You know some. But with this card right here, the Seven of Swords, it's kind of like giving me the vibe that you may not know everything. You may not know everything. And the universe, like, you were really giving your all to this, and the universe stepped in for you. And, it's kind of like the universe sometimes takes things away from us that we think that we want, because they know that we deserve more. And I think that is what's coming in, right? You're healing from this, and by doing this healing, you're going to open this door to happiness. And look at the dove, peaceful, and the water lilies. It's just a peaceful future that you have. You have the King of Fire, so that is, a nice energy coming in. King of Fire is somebody that has a lot of passion. Look at, there's a heart, right? He's going to give his heart to you. And it's going to be lovely. Two of Cups. I mean, you have someone that's coming in very shortly to offer their cup of love to you. And, the Two of Cups once again speaks to this, twin flame energy, right? Soulmate energy. Somebody that's really meant for you, that's really on your path. Okay, let's look at, we're going to pull a couple of, this is such a lovely energy. I'm so excited for you, Gemini. Okay, so we'll pull a couple of romance cards, and then we'll pull a couple of angel cards too. So you have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And that could be speaking to the fact that when this person comes in, this is a fiery passion, right? I mean, this is somebody that's going to kind of come in and really be passionate and want to probably move this relationship along. And maybe, honeymoon, we think of that as wedding, but it could just be, getting away for a weekend or taking a short trip, getting to know each other, going ahead and, committing to it, saying, I'm not afraid to love anymore. I'm going to commit to trying to make this relationship work. Nice. You also have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And, I really get that, even with this card, right? I mean, like you have these like bubbles here, having those conversations, making sure that you're building that firm foundation, being truthful in how you feel. And, sometimes that even means that you have to have conversations that aren't always easy to have. But those are the things that help build a strong foundation in your love or romance life, right? And in the past, there were secrets, right? There were a lot of secrets, and that brought a lot of heartache. And so one way to go into this new relationship is really to open up and start those conversations and allow the other person to share their feelings, so that you can have that firm foundation. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. Okay, so it could be this past person is coming back, right? But I think that, remember, you always have the choice of whether you want to accept that reconciliation or not. And I think, to take a moment and step back and to think about, like, is this someone that you want to go back to, right? Because sometimes the universe gives us a little test. And, really having thought about it, is this somebody that you do want to reconcile with? Or is this an energy that you do want to leave behind and try to move on to something that is a little bit, based more in a give and take type of relationship, a more open relationship, one that doesn't have secrets, right? One that doesn't have secrets. You may also be thinking about reconciling, right? You may be thinking about this. You may be drawing this person in. And I do think that you're getting kind of a message of, that wasn't for you. That there's something new coming in. Okay, so beautiful. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And I do think that kind of comes back to this, right? Kind of taking a look at why you feel this way. It does seem like you're having a hard time moving on and looking at why you feel that way. Why you're having a hard time. Recognizing yourself, right? And rewarding yourself with a real love, with a true love. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card. Wow, 2 popped out, so we'll take both of them. One fell on the floor. Okay, so we have dreams. This is a wondrous time of healing and positive transformation. Embrace life each moment and keep focused on your dreams. Retain the purity of your vision and you will draw success to you. All you ever wished for, even that which seemed a distant dream, is about to manifest. And I think that is, what they're kind of saying, like, look inside of you. What is your dream? Is this person from the past that caused you heartache and loss, right? 8 of Swords energy and the 7 of Swords. Is that what you want? Or is there something, special? A 2 of Cups, a true love, happiness, right? Okay, and your other last one, invitation. We, your guardian angels, ask you to invite us into your heart. Talk to us at any time. Share with us your fears and concerns, as well as your joys and pleasures. There is no need to be formal, for we have known you since before the dawn of time. In fact, we know you better than you know yourself, and we love you just as you are. And I think that that really is coming out very strong. That with this energy, remember you have the lovers reversed. And part of that is, you know, sometimes when we're hurt and people say or do things that cause this much heartache and loss, we start feeling bad about ourselves. We feel like there's something wrong with us. And I think this message is coming out very clear that there's nothing wrong with you, right? That they love you just as you are. And to embrace that and love yourself for who you are so that you can turn this wheel and move on from the past and walk into this absolutely lovely energy, right? The Two of Cups, King of Fire, healing and happiness. It's a lovely energy. Oh, Gemini, I'm so excited for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. And I wish you lots of light and love in your life. Goodbye.